All
Tell me about
right.
it.
All right. The true star of Abbott Elementary. Well, we don't care about those other people. Uh, how does it feel to work? Well, we'll start with that project, and then we're going to plug your current project that you're involved with, the
Okay.
Undercard. Okay, and the
Right.
Undercard. Yeah, so you got some
Right.
big things
Yes.
going on. But
Yeah.
on Abbott Elementary, you're like a part of an all-star team. How does it feel to be like the LeBron James of that team?
Wow. A lot of them wouldn't consider me the LeBron James, but man, it's first of all, it's an honor. I'm with a stellar cast, great writers, even down to the crew. Everyone on the show is on the same page because they realize that we have something special, and we like to kind of keep it going as long as we can to keep that specialness of it. And it's just been an honor. Sometimes I don't think an honor is a big enough word. I work with some great. I'm talking about some killers at comedy, man. They never miss a beat, and I'm just trying to hang on.
You're in the Undercard. Can you tell me a little bit about your role in the Undercard and how, first of all, did they come get you because you're so talented, or did you actually have to audition?
A combination of both. I got a call saying that I'm being considered for it, and next thing you know, I gotten a gig. They shot in Puerto Rico, and it stars Wanda Sykes, young killer actor named Bentley Green, and it's a mother-son drama about estrangement and forgiveness, and it's just, I think people are going to really love it. Wanda plays an ex-boxing champion who trains her son, who she's been estranged from for almost his whole life. He doesn't know her, and they go through a lot of changes to try to get to the top. And I don't want to tell you any more about it because I would spoil it, but I think people are going to love the work. It's not a comedy at all. And to see Wanda in this light, I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. And I think with this young up-and-coming star, Bentley Green, people are going to really love his work. He's unbelievable.
You seem to be an overnight success.
Who told you that?
Because we're in a day and age where people discover you for the first time on Abbott. But I mean, it's not like you've been around a thing or two. I'm not gonna put numbers on it, but what is the key to longevity in this business for you?
You gotta love what it is you do, man. Rule number one, don't quit. Rule number two is don't forget rule number one. You got to stick with it. But I love it, man. I love, I don't like the no's, of course, when you didn't get it. But, it's something I always wanted to do. And I think when someone finds their passion in life, I don't think you can quit. I think you have to keep going until you achieve. And that's what I encourage people to do.
You were going to an audition. I'm not going to say, I want to say it's 1995, and you're going to this audition for The Bold and the Beautiful. How did you land that gig?
Man, it's been so long ago, 1995. Oh my God, that's 31 years, man. You go in, you just do your best. And in that day, you didn't really, you went in and you sat in a chair and you read for the casting director. You didn't get up and perform or anything. And you go into her office and you leave. And, before I got home, I got a call, hey, you got the gig. It was just a line or two. And, man, you'd have thought I'd won an Oscar. I was jumping up and down and screaming and calling people. I called my mom back in St. Louis. I got this job. And I hadn't been here for a few years. I'd been here 11 years in Los Angeles at that time and auditioned quite a bit. And you just land that first one, and that gets you closer to the next one, and that's kind of how I got started.
Talk a little bit about being rejected, because that's, I think that's the biggest part of Hollywood, isn't it? Getting that thick skin, and then people, because, Hollywood is a family and people from Hollywood have a certain demeanor, but do you think that hardness that West Coast hardness comes from rejection, and how does that build character?
Well, I think it's kind of a myth about Hollywood. I think people are so vulnerable, man. You know, actors are very vulnerable. They lay their feelings and their life on the line sometimes for these roles. Um, to book a job, man, and to it's the most amazing thing that an actor can do. You want to be a working actor, um, and to get that first job, that just, as I tell young actors, that gets you closer to the second job. All you want to do is book that first one. This has been a long journey. It's been a long journey. It's had a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of roadblocks. But I just tried to go around them and stick to it. And that's the only thing I can encourage young people to do. And older people also. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep doing it. And whatever it is your endeavor is, whether you want to be an attorney or a policeman or a fireman or a doctor or whatever, if that's what you want to do, put your all into it and give it your best.
You're out there, and you know, because you've have a lot of one-offs, right?
Right.
How is that stress trying to get to the next gig, and you know, how humble do you need to be at that current gig so you can get the next gig?
That's a good question, and I love the word humble. You got to stay humble, man. You know, I've seen people get jobs, and they next thing you know, they think they're Sidney Poitier. You know what I'm saying? Man, just stay in your lane first of all. You know, stay in your lane, man. You know, do the work. Do the work. Stay in your lane, and stay out of the results. That's a hard one for actors to do. To stay out of the results because you want the job so bad. But I think that you got to really learn your craft, study your craft, and you never stop learning your craft. You never stop. Like if you're a football player, until you retire, you got to keep learning every aspect of the game. Whether you feel like you know it or not, you're still going to learn depending on the team you're playing. You know, so it's the same way with this. Depending on the role, you got to really get in and not just study your craft, but learn everything you can about this role you're going up for, and try to find every what, when, where, why about him, and all the things that affect your five senses, everything about this character and those that the character has to deal with. And that's doing the work. Just do the work.
Do the work.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell young William Stanford Davis when he first got to Hollywood and he's there struggling with the odd jobs, trying to make ends meet, living on people's couches for a little bit, you know?
I did all of that. I did all of that.
It's like I was there with you, huh?
Man, when I first got here, people may have heard the story. On the second day in Los Angeles, man, my car with all of my belongings burned up. Wow. It got caught on fire. And, I didn't have any money in my pocket, so I wasn't able to go back to St. Louis. It was like an omen. It's like, man, you're here. You're here now. Let's get to work. Don't give up. Don't give up. Stick with it. If this is what you really, really, really want to do, don't quit. And I say that all the time. And do the work. Do the work. Do the work. As I said a minute ago, stay out of the results. Quit wondering if did I get the job? And it's hard for an actor to do that, to call their agents. Did I get it? Did I get it? You're going to get a lot of no's before you get a yes. And then you're going to get a lot of more no's before you get another yes. And that's just a part of it. If you can deal with that, I think you'll be successful.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time again. I'm here with the great William Stanford Davis with the Undercard with the OK actress Wanda Sykes, February 27th.
She's going to be great, man. Let me tell you, people are going to be pleasantly and just really surprised about what they see in this.
Thank you so much for your time, William.
Thank you so much.